another centerpiece video, but this time in my backyard. So I want to give you some decorating inspiration, whether you decide to take these ideas inside or you want to do this and do it outside. We are going to be using, as always, what we have to create these centerpieces, but we're also going to be using what nature has given us as well. We're going to start by adding a statement piece in the middle of this table. This is very tall, so if you like to look across the table at your family and friends, you probably can't use this idea. I cut these off of a tree and plopped them into this vase and got the idea from my actual centerpiece, which is this vase full of fall stems. So we're just going to put this in the center.
Looks nice.
Right? It's different. We got these pumpkins from the pumpkin patch, and my 5-year-old actually picked them out. So as far as shape, size, color, there was no specific reason as to why we brought these ones home, other than Maxon thought they were special, and that's good enough for me. We're going to be carving these really soon, but I wanted to play with them on this table and a few centerpieces just to bring in some more natural elements. And that is why I wanted to use some foliage from outside in this vase. I have gotten so much inspiration from Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, places like that, where people go outside, trim a tree, put it in a vase or in a basket. It's completely free to them, and it looks amazing. So I wanted to give this a try. This next idea could not be any easier. I actually used this on a shelf in my living room, but I thought this would be really beautiful on a long table. I got this dough bowl from Home Goods, but I think you could use any basket and fill it with faux pumpkins, or in just a second, you're gonna see me replace the faux pumpkins with gourds. You could use gourds, buy them for $1 a piece at your local grocery store. Throw them in a basket, and there you go, the perfect centerpiece. I love how romantic this feels, with the lanterns and the greenery just draping over that relaxed scarf on the table. It just feels so warm and cozy. If you haven't seen my most recent video, I take you guys to Mandy's house and show you even more centerpiece inspiration. So be sure to check that out. But I think I tell you in that video that these centerpiece ideas don't have to be used just on your table. You can take this inspiration and use them anywhere in your home, on a shelf, on a mantle. The options are endless. The way this vignette turned out. I can imagine this in any farmhouse styled kitchen. I can see it on a hutch or on a table in a breakfast nook. You could even use it on your island. We planned on making s'mores this night. Victor was getting the fire ready as I was decorating, but since the table was already out here and our dinner was on the stove ready for us to eat, I asked him if we could eat by the fire, and he was all for it. Maxon was thrilled. It was so cool to see his face light up as we carried out the chairs and our food. Something so everyday and mundane all of a sudden turned so very special. I can't even begin to describe the waves of thankfulness that washed over me this night, being with my family in this cozy setting, eating together, soaking up time with one another. If you don't have a fall bucket list, I highly recommend you make one just to put this as the number one thing to do. One of the cool things about making these videos is having something to look back on. Normally, I wouldn't set up the camera to get a couple minutes of video of us sitting there eating as a family, but I feel like years from now, I'm so gonna appreciate that. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know what's on your bucket list. I could use a couple more ideas. Also, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads, and I will see y'all in the next one.